The Mandalorian Episode 4, The Foundling, and I gotta say, fam, this one was a good one. And I cannot believe that still, every single episode has been solid. I know a lot of people didn't really like the last episode because they label it as filler, but to me, it's not that at all. They're just expanding the universe. They continuously flesh out the worlds, the characters, and we needed to see how the New Republic was adjusting to controlling the galaxy. And this episode gets right back on track to what we want to see. Din Djarin, Grogu, Bo-Katan, and all the Mandalorians, fam. The entire enclave. It is insane, right? This is the way. And you see them. They are thriving, man. They are growing. There is so much potential now for all the Mandalorians to be had and the Foundlings, and I cannot wait to see where this is going. We get to see Paz Vizsla's son, Ragnar, which is an awesome name, by the way, and Grogu fight in the first time they're actually dueling. And then this giant wyvern comes out of nowhere, takes the Foundling Ragnar, and there's this huge pursuit of the Mandalorians trying to stalk this wyvern back to its lair to stop him from feasting on Ragnar. And it was really cool actually to see that the jetpacks were not infinite. I guess I didn't know that I needed that question answered, that if they actually were infinite fuel, but we get to see them all struggling to travel on this thing because this wyvern was traveling so far away, and then Bo-Katan coming out with her ship, just tracking this thing, finding where its lair is. This episode I felt like was so important, again, for Bo-Katan. I don't know if they're trying to put her on the pedestal that she is going to be the true ruler of Mandalore, because when you think about it, right, this reminded me of playing video games. I got my dailies done, I got my side quests done, and I just finished up the main story in one playthrough. And that's what I feel like exactly what happened with Bo-Katan. She did all of these side quests with getting the party together to go and hunt down this wyvern, reinstall respect with Paz Vizsla, who's always been really upset and salty about Din Djarin. And then the biggest thing of all, of course, is saving the Foundling. And now she's kind of like toe-to-toe, in my opinion, with Din Djarin on who essentially could be the ruler of Mandalore. But she has one up above him, and that, of course, is the Mythosaur. I mean, you could argue that Din Djarin has the Darksaber, but I feel like when you measure the Darksaber and the Mythosaur and which one is more valuable, because even the Armorer has said this, seeing the Mythosaur rise will usher in a new era of Mandalorians, and Bo-Katan has seen it. It's just a matter of time of her controlling the Mythosaur for herself. And to top it off, we got another Order 66 flashback. And I know that there's a lot of people that are probably so tired of seeing these, but I'm not. Revenge of the Sith is my favorite movie, and I love seeing how all these little scenes go into it. There's someone out there probably making a 5 or 6 hour length of Revenge of the Sith with all these cuts from the Mandalorian, Clone Wars, Obi-Wan Kenobi, anything that ever had an Order 66 flashback. And guess who comes in? It's not Anakin Skywalker. It's not Mace Windu. It's not Jocasta Nu. No, it is Ahmad Best. Oh my God. I love that they have this character in canon because we saw it with the Jedi Challenge Temple, right? And everyone was kind of wondering what his character was doing. What era was he in? It looked like he was in the High Republic. Oh, but he's here and he's saving Grogu, man. And it was so good. I wanted this so bad for Ahmad Best, so bad, because all of the hate, all the suffering that he went through in the prequels, and now he's here. Look at him, man, going through his stuff, saving Grogu, looking so cool. And Coruscant has never looked better. It looked like they took us exactly back to 2005 when Revenge of the Sith was made. I literally felt like this was a continuation of the movie. Oh my God, I'm gonna continue to watch that scene like every day. I'm probably gonna watch that like every day this week. And he survived. I don't know what's gonna happen now. Are they gonna bring him back again? Obviously something happens because when we see Grogu in the first episode, Grogu is literally on another planet and they're completely separated. So who knows what actually happens? But the fact that they made it off Coruscant, they got away from the Coruscant Guard. They evaded the 501st. Man, this episode was fantastic. I loved it. If I had to rate it, it was a 9 out of 10. The only thing that's stopping it from being a 10, I would say, is the length, the duration. We only have about 31 or 33 minutes. That's almost half of the time that we had from the last episode. And I know people will probably complain about there being another monster in this, and it's being too short. But you know what, man, I love episodes like this. I really do. That's the Saturday morning cartoon feel that I love about The Mandalorian. And I think that I love about Star Wars TV, because even with like Star Wars Visions and a couple of these other shows, but mainly The Mandalorian and Star Wars Visions, I felt like a Saturday morning vibe. I want to go in and see these characters do stuff, adventures. Someone in the comment section had said something about Flash Gordon, and that's what they were trying to capture, which I remember that's what George Lucas wanted to do as well. And I think that encompasses Star Wars. I think that's a great representation of what this needs to be. Keep going with this. You guys did awesome. Carl Weathers, amazing directing today. I freaking love it. People can complain about whatever monsters they want to do and what happens and how things happen. This episode was fantastic. Don't listen to that. Find things that you want and that you enjoy in this entire episode, because there was so much good. Seeing the Mandalorians come back and reclaiming their place in the universe. They're pretty much thriving now. They're living. Foundlings are doing their thing. And Grogu got his own plate, his own chest guard with a mud horn on it. Oh man, and Bo-Katan, dude, again, just coming back from an incredible history, and she might be the one. She might be the one when this is set. They are building her so much, and I don't know if they're building her so much to kill her off. This is the 4th episode of the season. There's only 4 more, and it's sad that we are halfway done with this, but I'm just so glad that we got it. Thank you so much for coming to this overview, whatever it is that you guys want to label it as. I'm Lord Dagovere. I get excited about Star Wars, so if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe. Anyway, fam, I gotta go. Deuces.